Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to coverage of the Women's U.S. Amateur Championship from here at Strokers in lovely Palm Harbor, Florida. This event brought to you by the American Pool Players Association with our streaming coverage provided by our friends at PoolDog.com. I'm your host, Jason Bowman, and I'm joined by Double J, Jeremy Jones. Double J and I got fourth round coverage of the Women's U.S. Amateur Championship before we meet our participants. Let's go over some of the ground rules. The tournament format is a race to 5, combination of 8-ball and 9-ball. We'll see up to 3 games of 8-ball, potentially up to 6 games of 9-ball. This is a double elimination, which should be noted here, Jeremy, because this is a elimination match. One of these two ladies is going to be heading home already from the tournament. One will move on. The winner of the lag gets to choose either the break or the format.
Tired of the
Before we meet the ladies,
when you're buying billiard supplies? Come shop with the big dogs at PoolDog.com. You want pool cues? We've got over 700. Balls, cases, accessories, no problem. Want help with your game? How does hundreds of free training articles sound? Want to shop offline? We'll mail you a free catalog. Hit us up online, PoolDog.com, or call 866-843-3294.
Okay, we've had our opening break.
This is Ashley at the table, Ashley Carpenter. Ashley did not list her hometown. Maybe one of our viewers knows where Ashley is from.
Well, I believe North Carolina, just reading on some of the places she plays, which is in, I think, Cary, North Carolina, which is near Raleigh area.
So we'll assume that Ashley is from North Carolina. Her opponent is Sandra Cauchon. See Sandra at the table now.
Yeah, Riverside, California. I believe there's still Riverside Billiards there. Good chance she plays there.
They have started in the 8-ball set. Again, we'll see 3 games of 8-ball before they switch over to the 9-ball format.
Not taking much time here, and she's got the stripes fairly open. She's got a lonely 14, is it, up on the top rail that she'll have to get at and make a decision on how to get there. And looks like she's going to pocket the 11 and try and go forward to get on the 1-ball. The 9-ball. So going to her extension and maybe having to use the bridge as well. We'll see.
Well, she looks for the equipment. What do we know about Sandra? 39 years old, playing pool for more than 20 years. Started playing because it's a family tradition. Sandra has never played in the U.S. Amateur Championship. Plays at a Shooter's Bar and Grill in Riverside, California. She also plays in an APA league, and she said 9-ball is her favorite. So interesting here that they've started in the 8-ball set.
Yeah, well, she did win the lag, and
so she just wanted the break.
Yeah.
Again, this is a winter break format as well. Ashley back to the table. 28 years old, playing pool 15 years. Her parents got her involved in the game. Joined the APA in 2009, has been playing ever since. And also her first time here at the U.S. Amateur Championship. So kind of a big moment for both these ladies. First time at the U.S. Amateur Championship. Here they are on the main table.
That's right.
Being live streamed. I mentioned the fact that both of these ladies have already suffered 1 loss here in the tournament, which means one of them will be eliminated after this round. The other will move on.
Yeah, it's the hard part of the tournaments that somebody's got to go. Okay, another lefty here. And missed one. She probably wants back in the side pocket, but
You're very astute when it comes to the which hand they shoot with. So that's something I'm assuming you take note of in an actual match you're playing to, like
Well,
immediately?
it doesn't matter. Just
Yeah.
it's something that interests me, you know. It's
Yeah.
like we always talk about lefties
Yeah.
having that unique style or a little bit more style, you
Yeah.
might say. I was a tennis player as well and always talked about lefties when it came to tennis and every sport, really. And quarterback, you just don't see many of them, but when you do,
Yeah.
they're pretty great.
Yeah.
So she's left Ashley a long shot off the end rail, probably going after the 1 ball. Okay, so I believe it's Amanda, correct? So no, excuse me, Sandra, not Amanda. Excuse me, Ashley and Sandra. So I think she'll go after that 13 in the side again, trying to go up table to get that 15 that's just kind of by itself up there. It's going to have to travel a bit, and it did. So now in decent position because she's got a little bit of an angle to bring the cue ball down table. Okay, could use a little friendly bump on the 9, and she got it. So now very much set up in position to take this first rack. She's just got to kind of float the cue ball. All right, so getting the first game
That was
on the
quick.
board,
Yeah. Early lead for Sandra Cauchon in this race to 5. First game of the 8-ball set.
So we'll get all 3 games of 8-ball in here and then go on to the 9-ball part of the format. I know all the open players that is going to start on Friday, they're not here yet, but I bet they're going to more filter in today and then probably the conclusion tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as we move into the semifinals and finals tomorrow, this place will start to fill up. A lot of them will be here because as soon as that final ends, they want to get on the tables.
Sure.
They want to start getting a feel for what's going on. So,
And I've been here since Sunday, and I know you I think you arrived Sunday night as
Sunday,
well. Yeah, and I was very impressed with their business here. Pool room been going a long time, and it was pretty packed every night.
Yep. They do a lot of different things. They've got leagues in and out of here. I think they do some of their own tournaments here.
And they run
Even during the day, we were in here setting up the last couple days, and as soon as they opened the doors at 11, because we got in here like early to set up, and doors open at 11 o'clock, and people just filter in and get all over on the tables. Some of the seniors head in at 11 and start playing, and they all got their favorite tables. And
well, pool's big in Florida.
oh yeah,
Lots of different types of pool you can play.
Looks like we maybe lost our internet connection in.
Yeah, nice combination there to get the run started on the stripes. She's got a pretty easy 14 ball with an 11 ball hanging. So anytime you got that ball hanging there, okay, she got up behind it. So that's going to make her have to probably shoot the 13 all the way down, maybe the 12 on the side. But anytime you have a ball hanging there, that's when you want to take advantage playing 8-ball and try and get on other balls because you always have that one kind of as a safety valve. Tough shot up in the corner here. Oh, she hit it great. She hit it great. Put a really nice stroke on the ball there. Got position up on that 10.
Again, this is Ashley Carpenter at the table. Just trying to go through some of her bio and see what else we know about Ashley. Influences in her life: Jason Figueroa, her boyfriend and best friend. It's always a good combination.
Yeah, you got to plug the boyfriend in there.
And she mentions that she's a much stronger 8-ball player than a 9-ball player. So we will see as this match unfolds, how that might play into things. Plays with the Lucasi.
Yeah, well, it kind of makes sense because Sandra had won the lag, so therefore choosing to take the break, and then Ashley chose the 8-ball.
Yep.
Got herself in a pickle here, though. The 12 doesn't pass the 6. She can't get at the 11 or the 9. And she really can't just kind of like go up table with the cue ball because the 2-ball being there. So she's going to give up a shot here. And this is where you look to rearrange balls maybe. Knowing you're not going to make one, maybe try and position a solid in a difficult spot. Maybe try and cover up the pocket with one of your stripes to slow your opponent down. But it's kind of like I tell my wife and some other people, it's kind of like war, you know. When you run off a few of those stripes, well, you don't have any troops out there to defend
no
with.
Defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, looks pretty straight there. Really like what I'm seeing from Sandra, really keeping it simple.
Yeah.
And going to really what is the basis of the game, which is make the balls. Okay, she should get a little collision here. Okay, I think she's got the one in the side or the upper corner.
Corner it is.
Yeah, really nice shot there. Okay, I think the 2 may squeeze past the 11. We'll see. But she got a little angle on the 7 to roll this in the side and drop down to the end rail. Now she's got to hit it soft. It's got to be a light one. Man, she shoots straight.
She's looking steady.
Yeah,
Oh,
a little unfortunate there to get snookered. And making a good hit here would go a long ways because of that right there. She could make things difficult on her opponent, maybe cover up the pocket with the 2-ball. Okay, she needs that to run a little bit. Now Sandra's going to be stretched left-handed, but she's got a big pocket on the 2-ball, meaning she doesn't even have to hit it clean to make it. She could rub it into the rail off the 11 a couple different ways. Now the one thing is speed on the cue ball for shape on the 8. Get a little bump on the 8 maybe? Okay.
Yeah. A pair of lefties here.
Oh, yeah.
Pair of lefties.
So big shot here, and not only, keep the confidence high, but get that 2-0 lead. And we've seen the leads hold up here so far on the stream table.
That we have.
Wow.
Great start for Sandra. Cauchon leads 2-0 in this race to 5. That is the second game of 8-ball. We'll see one more before they switch to 9-ball. And again, we'll mention, at least Ashley kind of indicated on her bio here, that she's much more comfortable or a stronger player in 8-ball. So she could really use a game here before they switch to the 9-ball set.
Yeah, and a lot of the amateurs, just like actually a lot of us pros, we started off playing 8-ball. It's just a stripes and solids game that you knew before you knew anything about pool. And so it's something you're comfortable with. And, some people don't like the luck factor of 9-ball until they really realize the game isn't based behind luck. So they'll stay away. Now, does the 8 count on the break?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
There it is. 3-0 lead.
Wow. And that one just shot out of the rack all the way up. Just a nice little
she got
kiss.
that because the rest of it, was nothing else was going anywhere. So big 3-0 lead now for Sandra. Had to get that score updated. It changed so quick, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Now leading 3-0, Sandra Cauchon. 9-ball set.
And I'd like to know how many of those we're going to see this weekend with 8 on the break. Oh, watch the 9 flying now. I'll tell you, Sandra, she hits the rack really square. So anytime, doesn't have to be, 100 miles an hour. If you're hitting it square, you're going to get good movement.
Yeah. Question about the brackets. You can find the brackets on CompuSport.us. Go to select my tournament. You'll see the U.S. Amateur Championship there. You can see who your favorite player is playing or when they play or how they've done thus far in the tournament. Again, that's CompuSport.us.
Smart shot there by Ashley. Getting a nice snooker behind the 8. Nice light control on the 1 ball. Good hit, not to give up ball in hand, and possible combination on the 9. A little different here at the U.S. Amateur, the 9 ball, than like your normal APA rules where APA you play by points.
Yeah, point based. Yep. This is your traditional 9 ball. As you see in the U.S. Amateur format, the Masters format. But yeah, you're right. With our League 9 ball, with the handicap system, it's all points based.
Okay, I think she fluked.
Get a little lucky there.
Yeah, fluked the one in. Oh, no, it hung.
Quite.
Okay, so we'll go to the extension again, or maybe the bridge here because the 3's in the way as well. So kind of hard to even get at it for her, even with the extension. So this should be rail first. Hitting the side rail with the cue ball first, and then kind of back cutting the 1 ball.
Getting an update. It looks like Lisa Cosette has dropped a match.
Wow.
Defending champion lost a match to Tony Tucker. That was on one of our extra tables. Yeah, one of our. So we do have 3 matches ongoing, being live streamed. If you go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/APA Leagues, that was where that match was taking place. So our defending champ is on the 1-loss side of the bracket, which kind of a shocker. I mean, we saw her in the first round, and man, she looked real strong in that first match. But
well, there's a lot of strong ladies, and I'm curious, did she go undefeated last year, or did she have a loss, suffer a loss, and come back through? We'll get that information for you as the tournament goes along. Another decision here for Ashley. Does she fire at the 9 here for an early win, or does she just take the 2 down? Okay. Pretty disciplined right there, because when you're trailing 3-0, it's just human nature. Yeah, human nature. Oh, can I get back one? Get one back quickly.
Especially after losing that game with the 8 on the break.
Exactly.
You feel like you kind of lost one that way. You want to steal one back.
Yeah, they gypped you, kind of. You might say. Okay, now what's this 3 gonna do? The same decision, maybe. Probably just gonna shoot the 3 in and try and get at the run out. But
now this is the one where you're playing with house money and you think, well, but no need to force it for her.
Well, not only that, she really hasn't missed many balls. Well, the consensus is that our defending champion, Lisa, she went undefeated last year. And we'll just say she went undefeated anyway because she won the tournament.
For whatever reason, I thought she lost the hot seat match and then came back and won in the final. But I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah. Not our first missed ball from Sandra, but the first one that she didn't hit quite as well as she wanted. I mean, you're going to miss balls, but as long as you hit it pretty well, you're usually fairly satisfied.
A lot of folks stopping by to say hello back here. Our little hiding spot here at Strokers, if you will.
Yeah, Easy E is what we call him back home, Ernesto.
Ernesto Bayawa.
Yeah, I don't know how long I've known him, 20, 25 years We're all getting so much older than we used to be.
today. I always say, everybody I know is getting older.
Yeah. All right, 6. I think she kind of lined the 6 on the 9 here. This isn't a bad choice anyways. The reason being is it was tough to get great on the 7 to where you didn't have to shoot an 8-9 combination anyway. I mean, it looked like the combination was in the future, and she was set up pretty decent on it there, so I don't blame her. Okay, she cut it here. If Top English tells me she might be cutting it. Oh, no, she banked it. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Very nice.
And one thing I really liked about I've seen from Sandra's game is real simple. You know, the stroke's very simple, not a whole lot of extra movement going on. Just keeps knocking them in, and she's got a nice little follow-through. It's a big part of pool, that follow-through. It doesn't have to be miles through the cue ball, but you need to have something getting through there, 2 or 3, 4 inches. Just kind of depends on your build, you know, your wingspan and stuff like that. But okay, she's lining up the 9, and the reason being is because I think the 8 goes, but it's only got about a half a pocket. Wow, that's just pure right there.
Takes a commanding 4-0 lead over Ashley Carpenter.
Yeah.
Sandra Cauchon now on the hill, needs just one game, and man, Jeremy, this match has moved.
Yeah, with 8
Started
on the
a little
break.
after 4 o'clock, and between the 8 on the break, and so we'll see. Not over yet, right? Ashley's
no, not at all. And
got an opportunity. She just needs to. She's going to need to get back at the table, though, first and foremost. But
I say, this isn't in the bag yet, but the way it's going, I say look out for Sandra, but also this is the loser side. So look out for the lady that beat Sandra in the last round.
No joke. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm curious what that score looked like for her in the first round.
Right.
Whatever the first match she played was.
Oh, cue ball's going to get lost in the upper right corner.
All right, opportunity here.
Yep. And just, you call that a mistake, but kind of a hard luck scratch a little bit.
Ashley's looking to put together a nice little run here.
Yeah, she came a long ways from, Riverside, California? Is that right?
Ashley is from North Carolina.
Oh, that's the one from North Carolina.
Yeah, she
the
didn't
other
actually put it on there, but she does
right,
reference.
Right. Yeah, Cary, North Carolina. That's right.
Several places in North Carolina. So
that's
we're
right.
assume
Excuse me, and Sandra that came across country for this U.S. Amateur. And so with the U.S. Amateurs, do they run? Hate to sound naive about it, but do they run the men and women's together at all these, or are they separate, the qualifiers?
Yeah,
or are they both?
Depends on the venue and the size of it. The smaller ones, they'll have to run them in different weekends.
I gotcha.
If they have a large enough location, they'll play them on the same weekend. So
I gotcha.
It just kind of depends on the circumstance. There was a time when we ran the women and the we'll call it the open division at the same time years ago, and then circumstances kind of changed in terms of table availability and things like that. So we started kind of running them separately, which makes it a little bit easier on our staff to administrate them and focus solely on one and then focus on the other, because it was always kind of
you want
tough to,
you want quality involved.
Exactly, yeah. Especially as we went into streaming and all these different things, it just made sense to have them kind of separated. Making sure everybody gets their due attention.
Now this is the, I believe, 4 o'clock round, and
yep.
You can see in the background not a lot of matches this round.
No, this is a smaller round. This is an elimination round, so those that are playing here are fighting for their tournament life, so to speak.
Yeah, nice shot. Oh, I thought she made it, but we'll have, again, at 5:30, I believe, another full slate of matches. Okay, she can cut this in and run across either into the 4 or the 9. I was cut a little thin. one thing I've been impressed with the ladies, and it happens both with the ladies and the men, is you get, and in big moments, these are big moments for these players, and sometimes the pace of play can get a little bit slow. They're wanting not to make a mistake, and I understand that, but been pretty impressed with the pace of play so far.
Yeah, they've kept it moving.
Okay, don't think she's going at the 9. Maybe a cut or a bank shot.
Oof.
Yeah. We all have them days in pool where it's like somebody moved the pocket on us, or, all I can do is hang them today. That's just the best I can do sometimes.
Oh, a little break there, though.
Yeah, she tried to use the rail first. And I don't blame her because that ball was so deep. It's kind of hard to bring the cue ball out of there just hitting ball first.
Yeah, so new life here for Ashley. Wasn't sure if she was going to get back to the table after that, but we saw a foul by Sandra.
Okay, nice control coming across the table. She got a little steep on the angle, but so she's got to worry about a little bit of a scratch in this lower left-hand corner pocket. Got to be careful. If she hits it easy, I think she can get away with it. If she hits it hard, I think good chance of scratching. Okay, there, she hit it easy. She got to that side rail. That was a nice choice. Well, usually when you overcut them, they say you're hitting them good. So just a little bit off there on the 6. Sandra should cheat the pocket a little bit, making the cue ball run. What looks like a cross-side bank, Jason, probably. And I think she should go for this, up 4-0. I think it's, if she went on to win this match, I think it's the type of shot that could help her in future matches.
Not quite.
Okay, trying to get at the bottom of the ball to kind of draw it or stop the cue ball. Oh, good shot. Good stroke there. So prime opportunity to get on the board and maybe get things turned around a little bit.
Absolutely.
Great shot. Yeah, great shot. Good control with the cue ball. Takes one deep breath.
There you go.
And
Ashley
she's
Carpenter
happy.
on the board. Well, of course, nobody wants to go. Nobody wants to get shut out, so she's on the board. Staves off elimination for now, and who knows, right? I think you said it in the first round there, that the toughest one to win is the first game and the last game. So she just made it a little bit harder on Sandra. And she'll have the break. Opportunity to control the table.
Yeah, and I tell the guys all the time, and I comment about it all the time, that, you're playing in a match, and it's hard to go 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. You expect somebody to get a 2 or 3 game lead. That's just how sports goes, and you just got to hang in there, wait for the opportunity.
Ashley with the break here.
Okay, she's made a ball on the break. She's got a nice starter on the 1. difficult angle on the one, though, to get back for the 2. You can kind of see the angles taking the cue ball to the other end of the table. Like we talked about earlier, when you have an angle that's going the wrong way, you want a lot of angle. That way the cue ball moves easy that way and then back down. So you can see here the angle is very small and going the wrong way. So it's going to be very difficult for her, and not just her, just anybody, to be able to get the cue ball all the way back down. So she might just roll this in and take the little safety shot on the 2 or something. That way she doesn't make a big mistake trying to get back down with the cue ball. She might not get snookered or something like that.
Pockets the 1 in the side.
And I believe she's got a clean look at the 2. I think she'll try to edge it on what would be her left side of the 2. Okay, oh, she could hit all of it. So that's a pretty nice shot there. Really nice control, laying the cue ball up behind the 9 and the 2 ball past the side. Definitely a ball that Sandra should hit.
Not a bad idea to stretch the legs.
Yeah, I do it quite often, actually, whenever I'm working the booth. Okay,
so 2 ball in the corner.
Ashley settling in a little bit, making some better strokes, and better strokes come better results. And I'm not sure she can get it all this 3 ball to make it. And I tell you, she might end up moving the 9 a little bit here, Jason. If she can only hit what was the right side of the 9, her right side, cue ball is going to go into the 9. Right side of the 3, excuse me. Cue ball is going to go into the 9 like that.
Gonna bring Sandra back to the table.
Oh, sweet stroke there. Nice shot. Okay, again, I don't think she can afford to draw it. She'll just roll this in and take a little longer shot on the 5. And if you can get anything from Sandra, it's just how simple the motion is. Man, that really makes it effective, easy to repeat. Got a lot of angle here, though, so she's going to need a little top English and maybe a little side spin to gather position on the 7. Well, she got decent on the 7. Very makeable shot. Just overcut the 6 just a touch. Now, Ashley, one of her better shots in this match has been the cut shot, so we'll see if she goes for it. Okay, trying to play a safety. Put the 6 behind the 7. So you told me that of course, you started playing pool, and of course a league member now yourself. And when are we going to see you here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, besides in the booth? I mean.
There's some type of joke about hell freezing over there. I just don't know how to frame it, but
well, we're a long ways from that.
Yeah, probably not anytime soon.
Okay.
I am quite the poster boy for the handicap system, Jeremy.
I got you.
That's my claim to fame.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. I don't know that I could compete with any of these folks that we're going to see over the next few days.
All right. Kind of creeping back into
Yes,
it here.
She is.
Probably let her stroke out a little bit here, knocking the 7 in. Maybe coming all the way down for the 9 in the side pocket. She could just roll it in easy and take the 9 in the lower left corner. Getting very comfortable, it looks like.
She's not ready to go home just yet.
Got a big shot here. This is not easy. And the one thing she has to worry about a little bit is that the cue ball is going to want to naturally go across side where she's standing towards that side pocket. So careful here on the scratch. She overcut it. She's going to leave a very makeable 9 for Sandra to move on in this loser side.
Sandra pockets the 9 in the side, and Sandra Cauchon will move on. Ashley Carpenter has been eliminated from this year's U.S. Amateur Championship. Congratulations to her, though, making it all the way here to Tampa from the preliminary round. So that's going to wrap up our 4th round coverage from here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, folks. We appreciate you tuning in and joining us, and we will have more coverage in just a little while. Thanks for tuning in.